Today, May 17th, we've got 1 Kings 2, 1 Chronicles 29, Psalm 95, and 2 Thessalonians 1. We're going to go to 1 Kings as we read about King David's final instructions and his death. It says, when David's time to die drew near, he commanded Solomon his son, saying, I'm about to go the way of all the earth. Be strong and show yourself a man. Keep the charge of the Lord your God, walking in his ways, and keeping his statutes, his commandments, his rules, and his testimonies, as it is written in the law of Moses, that you may prosper in all that you do, and wherever you turn, that the Lord may establish his word that he spoke concerning me, saying, if your sons pay close attention to their way, to walk before me in faithfulness with all their heart, with all their soul, you shall not lack a man on the throne of Israel. Now, what's interesting about that, it's kind of something that we say, and it's brought up in Christian circles these days. God has no grandparents or grandchildren, if you will. Why? Because each generation has to decide. Each person has to decide. And that's what this call is from David to Solomon. As he's about to die, he's like, look, keep God's word. Follow it to the letter. Go after God and his word so that, what? So that everything God said about me and my sons after me would come true. And so he leaves Solomon this very, very in particular kind of message, right? To follow after God with all heart, soul. He says, and you shall not lack a man on the throne of Israel. And so it's meant to then inspire so that he would know, okay, if I live this way, and then my sons after me live this way, we're going to continue something that God began with Dad. And this is one of the last things that he says to him. And so his throne then is going to be established. It's going to be King Solomon. But that's a tough transition, because you've gone from David and kingdom to now a new son. And right away he is faced with challenges. And he shows himself right at the beginning to follow after God. Which is interesting. Passes the first test. And that's going to continue for a little while. He's going to be on the right track. Sometimes it's more difficult because you start to lean on your own understanding and your own competence. And maybe that's a little what happens to him. But tomorrow we're going to take a look at the next chapter. We're going to see he's going to ask God for wisdom. So, man, what a way to go. That's what we need. We need God's wisdom in dealing with our own selves. More than the decisions that are outside of ourselves, just in dealing with our own lives, how we follow after God, wholehearted, mind and soul. Are we, not our parents, not our grandparents, are we going after God? Till next time, keep growing, little by little.